Good afternoon. I'm Kevin Captain, Community Information Director for Volusia County Government. This is the October 1st, 3 p.m. Hurricane Ian post-storm briefing. Today you'll hear from Volusia County Chair Jeff Brower, Emergency Management Director Jim Judge, and County Manager George Rechtenwald. FEMA assistance is now available to our residents who have been adversely impacted by Hurricane Ian. If you have experienced damage to your home, vehicle, or personal or business property, we strongly encourage you to apply for FEMA's assistance. Please note that FEMA's assistance is also available to residents who are renters. Assistance may include grants to pay for temporary housing, emergency home repairs, uninsured and underinsured personal property losses. Additionally, medical, dental, and funeral expenses may also be eligible as a result from the disaster. It is imperative to know that applying for and receiving FEMA assistance will not affect certain benefits you may already receive. Assistance received through disaster-associated grants are not taxable income and will not impact eligibility for several public assistance programs. A comprehensive list of benefits FEMA assistance will not impact any way, and they can all be found on their website. Multiple avenues are available to apply for FEMA assistance. Residents can apply online at disasterassistance.gov. That's www.disasterassistance.gov. You can also do it through the FEMA app, or you can also do it by calling 800-621-3362. You can also use a relay service such as video relay, caption telephone, or other service. 6 of the county's library branches reopened today, with more anticipated opening tomorrow and in the coming days. Our libraries have power, internet, and staff ready to assist residents to submit applications for FEMA assistance. Please continue checking our website or call the Citizens Information Center at 866-345-0345 for a current listing of open libraries. Before you apply for FEMA assistance, you will need to have some information on hand and ready to provide. Be ready to provide a working telephone number, the address which sustained the damage, the current address you are residing, if different from the one in which was damaged, your Social Security number, a general list of damage and losses, banking information if you're electing for a direct deposit, and if you have insurance, you'll need that information as well. At this time, I'd like to pass this on to Volusia County Council Chair Jeff Brower. Jeff?
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, everybody. I walked into the Emergency Operations Center today and said, I hope we're on the downside, and everybody in the room just groaned. Many of us have said that we dodged a bullet. Maybe we lost electricity, but for everyone that just dodged a bullet, there's many people that are really suffering. The damage is significant. There's homes on our coast that are teetering on falling off dunes into the ocean, dunes that don't exist anymore. There's flooding from one end of the county to the other. And while you may think that flooding is over, it's still moving. There's rivers still cresting. So danger remains. I've been in the Emergency Operations Center for 4 days now, watching county staff work harder than any one of us could imagine. First responder doing what they do and doing it well. This is a forward-thinking county that has worked hard to prepare for this storm, but it doesn't end there. Now we're at the cleanup, and the rescue stage still continues. So I'm asking for your cooperation. I'm asking for your patience. I'm asking that you do what Volusia County really does well, and that's that we all come together and we help our neighbors. Somebody needs a ride to the grocery store or to a medical facility. They need water or food. This is a time that we can help each other. There's nobody that wants to open our beach faster than I do, but it's just not safe yet. I mentioned homes that are that are teetering on onto falling into the ocean. Dunes are collapsing. The ocean is full of debris. It's just not safe. We'll open it as soon as possible. Probably the number one question I'm getting on email is about FEMA. And so I'm going to invite up Jim Judge, who can really bring you up to date on FEMA. Again, let's all work together. Please stay safe. You don't survive the storms and the aftermath just because of the great preparation that the county did, but because you make wise decisions and that we help each other. Thank you. Jim.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Chairman Brower. As Kevin mentioned, we have received approval just earlier today for individual assistance, and Kevin did a great job in explaining all the areas that qualify for individual assistance. So with that, the libraries, Kevin mentioned, all that information is going to be available. But I wanted to mention, too, that when you apply for individual assistance, there could be a denial process, that you're denied. Now, there is an appeal process that you can go through with that. And, a lot of that information is also available on that website that Kevin mentioned. So if you apply for individual assistance and you're denied, then we encourage you to go through the appeals process. So if that doesn't work, then there's still alternatives. We will have a disaster recovery center open midweek. That will be at our main health department off Holsomback, and we've used it before. It meets all the FEMA criteria. So we will have FEMA individuals from the Federal Emergency Management Agency on site. We will also have the Small Business Administration, because even if individuals go through the appeal process and they are still denied, then we can go to the Small Business Administration. And while it sounds like just for businesses, it's for individuals as well. And I can't say enough about the Small Business Administration and how we've worked with them in the past. So they really are help us a great deal. So we will continue to announce the Disaster Recovery Center as soon as we get that up and operating. And again, that's going to happen midweek. And for the shelter information, right now we do have the Ocean Center is our primary shelter for Volusia County. Literally at 10 o'clock this morning, that opened. We use Votran to be able to move our 2 special needs shelters, our 2 general population shelters, and even some smaller areas. For instance, New Smyrna, their community center, had a few folks in there and other areas. So they were all funneled down to the Ocean Center. We have the American Red Cross there, and the American Red Cross is set to feed, manage, and oversee that entire process. Of course, we're at the county. We do have security and our county folks in there helping them as well. So the Ocean Center is our primary location for sheltering in Volusia County. With that, I'd like to bring up our county manager, Mr. George Rechtenwald.
Thanks, Jim. Regarding debris removal, we need to understand our cleanup efforts from this Hurricane Ian, will be different from previous storms. Most of the damage from Hurricane Ian is going to stem from water. Sorting and putting debris out for pickup will look different than in the past. Please remember there are 16 separate municipalities responsible for trash and debris pickup here in the county, each with their unique debris collection policies. So please contact your local trash collection provider for specific guidance or your local city. As information does become available through each debris removal provider, we will update our PIN page and relay the information to the representatives of the Citizens Information Center here at the EOC. As of noon today, from utility perspective, there's a little less than 150,000 customers that are still without power. I just recently talked to FP&L and Duke. The number without power continues to decline, and we're grateful for the efforts the utility companies and their rapid response that they have given to the county. For those without power, please be assured the efforts are continuing to restore your power. I've seen, literally hundreds and hundreds of vehicles. They are staged in the land and over here at the Speedway and throughout the area in large numbers. Duke Energy's goal is to have service restored to 90% of its customers by very early Monday morning, and Florida Power's goal is to have 95% of its customers by early Wednesday morning. I just also want to point out all of our coastal parks remain closed as crews continue to assess the damage. This includes Spoona Dunes and Lighthouse Point parks. I want to urge everyone, please stay away from all the structures at the beach. As the chair mentioned, it's a very precarious situation over there. This includes vehicle ramps, pedestrian walkovers, piers, and seawalls. Many of these structures are compromised right now and could collapse without warning, even without any visible damage. There's a lot of undermining that's gone on. I do want to report water levels are slowly receding from the roads. However, even a small amount of water can be dangerous, and we have some people out there speeding. Everyone needs to slow down. We urge everyone to use extreme caution if you approach water in the road. I would like you to also please be considerate if you must drive through the water. The wakes that are out there can lead to water entering houses at this time. And you know, we have many road maintenance workers and utility crews that are working in the roadways right now, right along these roads, on bridges and things, and we don't need any of them injured if you were to go out of control or to put water up onto them while they're trying to work on our electric lines. If you or your organization would like to lend a helping hand, and this is a great community, and there's always people that want to help, please register on the United Way of Volusia and Flagler County website, United Way VFC.org, or you can go to crisiscleanup.org, or you can also call our Citizens Information Center here at 866-345-0345 if you or your organization wants to help out, and we can use it. And by the way, this will be a long event and a long recovery, so we're going to need your help not only today, tomorrow, but probably for weeks to come. So I appreciate the community out there, and I'm going to turn it back over to Kevin Captain.
Thank you, George. Thank you, Chairman Brower. Thank you, Jim. Just a couple closing comments. The Citizens Information Center, again, that number, 866-345-0345. We have representatives here in the Emergency Operations Center taking those calls. That center will be open until 11 p.m. tonight and until 11 p.m. for the next few days as appropriate. I also want to mention, just as a reminder, for FEMA assistance, just visit volusia.org. On the main page of volusia.org, we have a web slider. It's prominently displayed. It's one click that takes you right over to the FEMA website where you can begin that application process. And again, if you don't have the internet, you can come to any of the public libraries. They can assist you just as well. We encourage residents to apply. With that, we'll close this afternoon's briefing. Take care, stay safe, and help your neighbors.